All right,
Asia.
Seth, thanks for being here today.
Glad to be here.
All right.
Tribe fans.
Hello.
Hello there. America.
America and all that stuff. Foreign countries too.
We're taking a trip east today. Far east.
Yeah, Far East. To the Kingdom of Pei. We're going to be talking about Shadow. New martial arts movie. I guess it's martial arts, but it's way more plot
way
heavy
more than that, but yeah,
than I originally thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
It's directed by Zhang Yimou, so I got a cheat sheet because I can't remember all these fucking names. I'm sorry.
Really bad.
I'm just not familiar with these people. I'm familiar with his work because I've seen House of Flying Daggers and Hero years ago when they were out in the theater. I remember RZA fucking did the trailers and shit, like on Bach.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
we're gonna butcher the names, but we literally both just saw the fucking movie. So.
Yeah, and this is a plot heavy martial arts movie.
Yeah, like there's like a struggle between families that goes back fucking centuries, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it sucks that the side that's like the protagonist, I guess, for us is the king is the biggest fucking pussy I've ever seen on film in my life. Like, he's the worst.
So basically, the Kingdom of Pei loses the city of Zhangzhou. Jingzhou?
They just keep calling it Jing in the movie. So
all right, Jing. Let's call it Jing. They lose it, and then
they lose it to the Yangs, basically.
The Yangs, and there's the commander Yang Kang, and him and Ziyao, the commander of the Pei army. Yeah. Right? That sounds right, right? He challenges Yang Kang to a duel. They duel. He loses and is seriously wounded. So he starts hiding out in a rainy fucking cave, dying slowly. And
aging and just fucking like living in the rain, like just fucking. He looks 50 years older than he is.
And then he challenges Yang Kang to another duel or rematch. And basically, the king is not happy with this, and he offers his sister to Yang Kang's son for wedding purposes.
Basically, because he's trying to avoid any type of war.
Yeah, because they're not going to win.
Yeah, because he's a bitch, and like they have no army. Like the Yangs are
just like common. This is mostly commoners. The Yangs are bad motherfuckers. Yeah, and then this is like just like a kingdom of villagers and commoners.
And mostly. They know they're dealing with these bitches because like they know they're trying to avoid losing their city. Just to unite through marriage and shit like that. Like, they see right through all this pussy king's bullshit.
Right. And the Yang Kang comes back and says, fuck it, I want your sister, the princess, as a concubine. And the sister is like, what the fuck? You're going to let me do that?
Yeah,
and
she wouldn't even want to be a wife. Never mind a fucking concubine. Puss.
And he's like, yeah, sure. And then the sister's all angry. And then it's revealed that Xiao, the commander, is not really him. It's a shadow that was raised from a child to be Zhang... What the fuck's his name? Ziyu's fucking...
Since he was 8 years old.
Yeah, so he was as a body double. And so since he's seriously injured in the cave...
Yeah, in the event that like his life was threatened, he had a body double.
So he's... So this guy, Jingzhou, is standing in as the shadow... but
everyone thinks the shadow
is the original commander. So I think that's all we have to say about the plot for now.
Yeah, because it's a fucking... that's not why we watch the movie. If you watch the trailer, you'll fucking see why we watch the movie. It's the best looking... Like, it looks like... It reminded me of Inception, the way it looked. Like, it has like a very, Wally Pfister, like, bleach bypass film look.
Yep.
Looks like it was shot on film. Every set, every scene is fucking amazing looking. It's
Works
always raining. It's like Seven, almost, the way it's like bleach bypass looking. Mm-hmm. It almost looks black and white. Like everything's low exposure.
And it's such a contrast to his other films and any other martial arts films.
Colorful.
Hero, it's super colorful. He takes all that out, adds a bunch of rain. Like a Kurosawa
it's literally
film.
Always raining, like fucking in Seven, like the unnamed city in Seven. It's always raining.
And it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's so well shot.
Every scene, every set, it's just epic looking. It's amazing looking movie.
Yeah, the set pieces were great. Everything. It was just like a black and white comic book, like well drawn, like would come to life. And then there's like the blood. You can see the blood. That's red, but it's really dark red. It's just...
And there's like the dope like slow motion scenes and like the training stuff and the martial arts stuff. And like basically because the Yangs are like such powerful warriors that with like they use staffs with like big heavy blades.
They got to find a way to combat
their
fighting style.
And the wife of the original like commander that's in seclusion,
guy dying in the cave.
Yeah, his wife, just from watching him train his shadow, comes up with a method of fighting back using feminine moves
and an umbrella.
With an umbrella,
a motherfucking umbrella.
Yeah, with an umbrella. Just to basically contrast their fucking brute force fighting style and make them either run out of fucking gas and not be able to fight or just like completely contrast it so they just, it's the only way to beat them basically because they can't they're not strong enough to beat them just like, normally.
Like I said, I wasn't expecting so much story. And they developed these metal... Sorry, don't touch me. So they developed these metal umbrellas with blades.
The reveal of the bladed fucking umbrellas was the best fucking...
Yes, it was.
Oh, so when he first pulled that first one out, though, I was like, oh, shit!
Yes, that was the best.
That was
the sounds they make.
They make them fly off and shit, too, by pulling
the mechanics, and you got to suspend disbelief in this film.
Especially when they use the skateboards.
But I know. How come they slide perfectly straight, none of them slide off to the side?
I know.
There's a scene where they...
And it's going down brick. Like, they're going down fucking brick.
And they're sliding on the umbrellas upside down. They have one on the side to shield them from the
and they're not getting dizzy. They're still
them.
shooting people with their little fucking bow and arrow things. Yeah. I'd be so dizzy, I'd just be people throwing up and shit off the sides.
Right. And then they can shoot the little blades out. This crazy.
Because what they do when he goes back for his rematch, they secretly send underwater the whole, like, the
little scuba gear. They have scuba gear in, like, what century was that?
Fucking
5? The 5th century?
Year 11?
Yeah.
They have, like, under the platform where they're having their rematch, and there's only 800 soldiers left. The other 30,000 are back fighting for the Emperor of China.
Right.
So they sneak in, like, this force of, like, half women.
Some Trojan horse shit.
Yeah.
Trojan boat.
Under the fucking gate and like go all the way to the fucking top hill and sneak in while the whole fucking army's watching them fight this rematch.
Yeah.
And they just catch everybody off guard. They all pull out their fucking metal sword umbrellas.
Right. Those things don't hold up well, though.
No, they don't. The blades do come off.
They fucking fall apart real quick. But they're really cool looking.
Yeah.
So you got that. But there's some really cool fucking fight scenes. And let me say, it's slow. It's a slow build-up, but once the action hits...
Yeah, I would say the first maybe 20 minutes, you got to give it to start to really get into it, at least. But by the
it's a good amount of... It's a good chunk of time,
once you get the first
action.
Training fucking montage on the big yin-yang... in with the guy in the fucking cave, that's when it's really... Because they're actually using, like, before the blades, regular fucking umbrellas.
Yeah.
And
that's not gonna
when she first is able to stop him just using a fucking umbrella, he's like, this is it! This is it! We finally have a way to fucking combat them. So they start training everybody, and then
twirling
they're fucking...
around, like, all feminine.
Once they get into the fucking city, they're just fucking taking people out with the bow and arrow things on their fucking hands, and then the rematch just keeps going on and on.
Yeah.
And what they say, like, their family, like, they're known for killing everyone in 3 rounds.
Yeah.
And after the 3rd round, he's like, all right, you can fucking leave or whatever.
Or we're going to fight to the death.
Yeah. And he's like, fuck that. He's like, I'm staying.
But, all right, we don't want to give away too much. But, yeah, that's a great scene.
That's a great scene.
So, yeah, I really like this film.
It was a fucking really entertaining. It got better and better and better as it played out. Like,
absolutely. And it comes all around at the end. You're like, this is so much plot. Like, I don't care. I just want to see action. But towards the end, you're like, this all comes around.
You're like, I hope this happens, or I hope this guy gets killed, or I hope this motherfucker shuts up. Like, I hope, like, whatever. But I really liked it. And I couldn't think of, outside of Ang Lee, a Chinese filmmaker that, like, I had been a fan of. Because, like, I love a lot of South Korean filmmakers. I always forget I always forget the guy who, my favorite, too. The guy who made The Wailing and The Chaser.
Yes.
I always forget his name. It's like Jing Woo or some shit.
Yeah, Bong Joon-ho is it... Oh, fuck. The guy who directed...
The Wailing is one of the best fucking supernatural horrors I've ever seen in my life. It's a fucking masterpiece.
Like, when you want to... I like watching going foreign sometimes because they don't follow the usual Hollywood tropes.
No, not at all.
And and the acting is different. Everything's so much different.
The
visual
are like fucking big commercial hits over there.
If I'm gonna go foreign, South Korea is the best.
They are the baddest motherfuckers.
We've discovered so many good South Korean films.
Remember when I tracked down The Chaser and we watched it? The Chaser was amazing. That was his first movie too.
Yeah,
and that was fucking.
I wish I could remember his name. But also, I haven't seen the trailer for Parasite, but I'm looking forward to that. That's gotten rave reviews.
Yeah, I still have a lot to see, and like I wish Takashi Miike didn't release a movie every 6 months because he's Japanese.
Yeah.
Because like he'll make like 8 movies you don't hear about that no one gives a shit about, or kids movies, but then he'll make Blade of the Immortal, or he's made Audition. 13 Assassins, which is a fucking
motherfucker
amazing.
Has made over 100 movies.
Yeah,
what's the one? The piano one. What's the piano one?
Audition.
You said that.
I had fucking nightmares after Audition, like more than once. I still don't think of Piano Wire the same way. Like I had fucking nightmares about that. It was so. And the first half of the movie could have been PG.
Yeah,
and then it gets so fucking crazy,
brutal,
so brutally violent and just sadistic and crazy that I'm like, I had fucking nightmares. Mm-hmm. And of course, it's a fucking like a young, pretty fucking girl that's just doing this horrendous, graphic, horrible shit. But they don't fuck around over there. They like graphic, hardcore shit.
This film has a lot of graphic shit. Like there's scenes where you're like, this guy.
It wasn't too bad. There was.
And they got the sound effects.
Yeah, there was a couple scenes where I literally like physically reacted to like him getting like, cut or whatever. Where I was like, oh.
Yeah.
The cut to the knee or whatever, and the bamboo in the back. I was just like, oh my god.
Yep. So yeah, I would recommend this film.
Amazing fight scenes. The choreography was fucking really dope. And
Absolutely.
Usually you think you've seen everything, and to one level or another you have. Like, I mean, we've seen the slow motion backflip over someone's fucking staff or whatever, but you haven't seen it with a motherfucking umbrella made out of blades. Like, it's fucking
yeah, they got new weapons, so that's something you haven't seen in an action
That's
film,
always like a big thing.
Film.
If there's a really cool fucking... There's no hand-to-hand combat at all. Did you notice that? There's literally
I think there's like a couple like brief ones when the...
there's like ground and pound punches in the face. Like,
but it's all weapon...
There's no
you're right. It's weapons-based. This is a weapons-based martial arts film.
Yeah, there's literally no fucking kicks.
But I still... You can't really say it's a martial arts film. It's more than that.
I think just because one of the reviews in the trailer said that, that we just are fucking keep calling it a martial arts.
Well, yeah, even you watch the trailer and you're like, oh, this is the next Crouching Tiger or whatever, or 13 Assassins.
Yeah, 13 Assassins is what I thought of, and it really did look like that ending scene of Inception where they finally find him in the palace before they blow it up. Yeah, like that's what it looked like. It just looks like an epic. Like there must have been a lot of money because that was all location. All raining, like that must have been like an expensive Chinese production. Yeah, so check it out. Yeah, it's definitely worth watching. It's worth watching. It's fucking like got like a 95% on Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, it's that's what like, I was like. Okay, but then I saw the 95 RT and I was like, all right, I have to try and watch this. I gotta give this one a fucking shot. And I haven't watched a foreign movie in a while. I haven't either, especially not an Asian one. And I go on like runs of watching like. Shit, like how many times have we watched The fucking Wailing? Like I've seen The Wailing like 6 times. Yeah. It's the best supernatural horror I've seen since fucking forever. Like it's fucking amazing. That is and I still don't know if I understand it, but it's if you haven't seen The Wailing, watch that first because it seems to never leave Netflix. And it's a fucking absolute 10 out of 10, like perfect fucking movie. I agree, 100%. And if you can find The Chaser, watch that too, because that's fucking amazing. Yeah, go foreign. Got on a foreign run and just watch a bunch of foreign movies. Yeah. There's a bunch out there. And I know everybody's seen Chan-wook Park's fucking shit like Old Boy and fucking Handmaiden was great. What's the one that he made? The American one he made. Stoker. I didn't see that miniseries yet, the AMC one. I watched some of it, and that's got the girl from Midsommar in it. Yeah, and Skarsgård, too. She's lovely. I think you get to see her behind in it. No shit. I have it downloaded. I forget. I just got to watch it. I'm pretty sure you do. Yeah, and Skarsgård's in it, and he directed the whole thing, too, and he's a bad motherfucker. I know. It doesn't look like his style, though. It's got that European...
style.
Yeah, but he's probably going with like, I mean, it's a Le Carre book. Like it's fucking.
It's an interesting choice for him to have it. You would think
that is an interesting choice.
Who the other guy would direct it?
That girl Susan Beer has directed a ton of Le Carre shit lately. She did the what was the one when
Traitor?
No, what was Our Kind of Traitor with Ewan McGregor. That was really good too.
Right.
And she did Night Manager too.
Yeah, Night Manager
was fucking
amazing,
awesome.
Amazing series.
Awesome series.
We're getting off the thing, track here, but fucking watch his film. Check it out.
Did you love Blade of the Immortal?
I don't know if I watched
the Takashi Miike one. That was fucking really.
I'm
good.
sure it's great.
It's a really good, really brutal movie,
one.
but it came out a couple of years ago. But I
remember
really
when that came out, and I had it, but I never watched it. I don't think.
This movie might be better. And
really?
I don't know, but it's been like I am a huge Ang Lee fan, but I couldn't think of another Chinese filmmaker that I was a fan of, or like that many Chinese. I didn't see Hero. I didn't see House with Flying Daggers.
Yeah.
So this was the first for this director for me, but it was really. I have no fucking issues with it at all. I think it was had a lot of story, a lot of fucking great action. And the look was by far the best part.
Yeah, it's a visual treat.
Yeah, it's a fun watch too. Even though there's fucking subtitle, it's a fun watch.
That's right. Keep your jeans high and tight, and we'll see you soon.
Peace the fuck out.
Bye.
Wait.